Take a second to hit that like button, comment, share the video, and subscribe if you like the content you want more of. Welcome back to Diversified Interests. I'm SASJ, and we have a story for you tonight. Coming to you guys from Fulton County, Georgia. We're going to bring it in about Fulton County's DA, Fani Willis. Today she admits to having a personal relationship with her employee, Nathan Wade. This is a very strange story. This is the woman that's going against Trump. She's basically prosecuting him for very outlandish accusations, and everyone knows it. It's a White House play. These attorneys have been to the White House to get basically instructions on how to go against Trump, how to take this much time from him so he can't campaign, he can't go to places he want to go, he has to be in tight timelines and guidelines and stuff like that. We all know that, but let's get back to her. First off, it's a horrible look. I mean, she's a African-American DA. She was elected into this position by her county, by the people. She literally just ruined her career. And the way she ruined her career is by just being, an outright hypocrite. Prior to being elected as the DA, Fani came on live and did an interview and basically said, listen, I have integrity in my office. She basically told stories about the prior DA having affairs with the women he was working with. And look how tables have turned, Sometimes in corporate America things happen, and people personal business is I agree, it's their personal business, honestly. However, when you in a spotlight like this, it's a certain way you gotta move. There's a certain things you can't do, and especially if you're out there campaigning about integrity, honesty, and overall character in one of the biggest profile cases of your career. She had to have known this was going to backfire on her. Basically, what's going on now with Fani, the county is petitioning to defund the DA office in Fulton County. Prior to admitting this relationship, she went and spoke in front of a church and a congregation, and it sounded like she was giving a testimony. Just go look the videos up and of her, and in this church, basically what she was saying is she was backing Nathan Wade's political career. She was like, look, he's been a judge this long. He's ran in political campaigns. He has a vast amount of experience, and she was really going to bat for him like you would think someone's wife would do. Well, ironically, I think he's just finished his divorce today. He's just closed that out with the woman, his ex-wife, who put all this information out to the public about Fani and his relationship. So the problem here is that Fani hired Nathan Wade as an employee, and she paid him almost $500,000 plus, the most he's ever been paid in any of his career as a judge or whatnot, or what have you. The problem here is he's never been a prosecutor. If you know anything about the law and how judges work, sometimes before or after lawyers go into their private practice, they elect, after 3 years of service, 3 to 5 years of service, they elect to become a judge. And in the time they're a judge, they learn a lot of basic law. They learn basic law based on what their specialty is. You can go like family court lawyers, traffic court lawyers, and then you have prosecution. That's what DA is supposed to do, right? They prosecute. So Nathan Wade has 0% prosecution experience, and this is the guy she elected to hire and pay him substantially higher than the other two DAs, assistant DAs that's working the case. And this is where the confusion comes and the accusations comes in, and obviously the physical relationship. So we know it's a horrible look. She's a hypocrite. And now a crazy thing that popped up today was she could be possibly accused of misuse of federal grant money. A whistleblower by the name of Amanda Timpson, I don't want to say her name wrong, she basically came out, and this young lady was very irate. You can see she was worried about her career. She was worried about who to go to, and sometimes when we work in corporate America and situations happen, we don't know who to go to. It's like, do I take this to HR? This person is pretty powerful. He or she may know people in HR. I'm not comfortable in telling them, really what's going on. So I'm going to come directly to the source. I'm going straight to my boss or whatever. And this is just what this young lady, Amanda Timpson, did. She basically came and said, listen, we have an employee. I know the guy's name. It's kind of irrelevant to mention his name. He was just a random employee that was, mentioning that he would possibly misuse federal grant money. And let's get specifically on what the federal grant money was. The money was intended for youth empowerment and gang prevention. I say it again, the money was supposed to be used for youth empowerment and gang prevention. So the other employee was planning to use the money. He wanted to get iPads, swag gear, and laptops, allegedly. So the young lady came and told Fani about the situation, and Fani basically said, hey, I understand you guys don't like each other, and you guys haven't been working out well with each other, and I guess I assume her plan was to just keep them apart, because this young lady was basically saying, hey, look, man, what you got planned going on is not right. We're not going to do that, and it seems like you don't know what you're doing. That's point blank period. Come to find out, 2 months after this young lady came to Fani, she was fired. Now, do we know why she was fired? She could have been underperforming. Who knows? But it's very, 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 very coincidentally looking like it was retaliation, like, allegedly. We're not going to say that because we don't know, but when a person comes out, not anonymous, she didn't elect to just say, oh, I don't want to show my face, I don't want to tell people. She's like, look, no, I got it on audio, recording of I was irate, and I was trying to keep my job, and this young lady was let go when she chose to whistleblow. So Fani can definitely be, accused and taken back to trial if this young lady gets a lawyer and chooses to pursue this case. And a funny thing, lastly, with this young lady, Fani Willis, she's basically snitching now. So after today, she's admitted to having a personal relationship with Nathan, and now she's saying, well, the defense attorneys, I know them. It's always funny when we were coming up as young men and women in college. We was like, man, these lawyers know each other. The prosecutor knows the defense. The defense knows the prosecutor. After court, you see them going eat together. You see them going play golf and tennis and racquetball and stuff together. And you're like, how am I going to win? Sometimes when you go into court, you feel like you're in a lose situation because everyone knows each other. So now, since they put Fani business on blast because one of the defense she's prosecuting, that's the guy who found out about Fani and Nathan even before the wife, Nathan's ex-wife, mentioned it. He put them on blast, kind of. the guy that's Fani's trying to get. She's trying to prosecute one of Trump's co-defendants, basically. So now Fani is saying, hey, just because I'm screwing my guy or my employee, they're over there doing it too. So if they can do it, I can do it. And this is the woman that came from church in the pulpit saying, hey, we're just friends, and I hired a good, strong, smart, educated black man, and it's a horrible look. My take on the situation is, we ain't snitching. Take your charge, drop the case on Donald Trump, and free Young Thug.